What's happening, guys? So we are back on the other side of Oil Creek State Park. We basically went from south to north, then we went around. I just did a quick little jaunt through Titusville there, which is at the northern tip, and then we are now on the other side of the water, as you saw at the end of the last video, and now we're gonna head back down south. If you guys can't tell, I'm trying to figure out like some cool loops to do on some dirt roads, just to get out for a ride, to you know, keep the throttle therapy going, because it's much needed, as we all know, we're all very familiar with. There we go, no more tar and chip. Give me some dirt. Nobody wants tar and chip. Oh man, back to tar and chip. People and their needs to drive on not rutted roads. Oh sweet, back to dirt. Alright, we'll take it. Here we go. Ready, Gabs? Let's do it. Hill climb. Woo! Woohoo! You can't see the top. I'm like, I don't know if it keeps going. I don't want to run into another 90-degree turn and be like, oh crap. Oh, look at this beautiful road. So another trip that I want to do, I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it, is gonna be to head down back to State College near Bald Eagle, and from there there's Black Shannon, there's a whole bunch of other little parks down there, like state forest kind of things, and they don't have trails per se, but they have cool no winter maintenance, like 2-track that I think would be perfect for this gal. So what I want to do is pull the panniers out, get them shined up, because they have been living a rough life in the garage, and slap them on here and go camping. So I might see if we could find a couple of people that might want to go on that type of a journey, which would be cool. This road is awesome. This road is very cool. Yeah, go on just like a small, you know, 2 or 3 dudes, go group camping. I might try and find that dude, Brian, that I rode with when we first moved out of here, but I haven't talked to him since. Like, he's just kind of went MIA. But you know, whatever. People have lives, I get it. And maybe Mr. Matt or Mr. John, I don't know. We'll see what those guys are up to. I know Mr. John is going to be doing the 7 Mountains. I think it's 7 Mountains. It might be 7 Springs. Oh my God, CDS Valley. That was terrible. That was terrible. I can't even believe I'm going to put that in a video. We should almost go do that again. But yeah, Mr. John is going to do, I think it's 7 Springs, maybe 7 Mountains. It's a dual sport ride. But Mr. Matt and I agree, those kind of rides aren't my thing, and they aren't his thing either. Like big groups, and yeah, sorry, I just don't do big groups like that. Especially big groups of people I don't know, like Noab and all that stuff. Like, I love all those guys. Those guys are my homies. I'm fine with that. But yeah, if I don't know anybody, I'm definitely not gonna go pay money and then, you know, have to be all weird. Those guys are like hardcore backpacking. What do we got here? This is beautiful stuff. So yeah, anyway, want to wish Mr. John good luck and kick some ass and take some names on that DR350, brother. I see you. I see you. You can ride that thing. Whew. So you just saw that lady jogging. You know where my mind went. I was like, trail. Where's Xena? Where's Xena when I need her? I was kind of hoping that we would come back to another cool view so I could get another pick-a-pick. Yeah, Gabby. Dang. Forgot how much fun this bike was. On like the wide open like this, man, there's nothing better than this bike. When it gets super technical, she's heavy. But man, I mean, there are people that can do it. Don't get me wrong. I'm speaking from my abilities. There are people that can do it and are super comfortable doing it, and that's awesome. And I hope I get to that point someday. But man, on this kind of stuff, like in whoa, low bridge, boys, low bridge. But on this kind of stuff, like in Colorado, where it goes on for days and days and days, this bike is like the ultimate. It'll just ride those little Jeep trails like nobody's business. Especially if you take the time and air down, like I have not. Ooh, another 90-degree turn. Oh, but we might be coming down to the water. Sweet. Ooh. Okay, let's see what this says. I'm not gonna ride it, I just want to see what it says. Maintenance vehicles may be on trail. Doesn't give any helpful information. Closed to all vehicles. Of course, that's the only thing it says. Ooh, a little mud, a little mud. Guess what's not closed to all vehicles? This. And you. One-lane bridge. Cool, I hope it's pretty. Oh, dope. Actually, this is pretty awesome. There you go, Gabbers. What a beautiful little bridge. So cool. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, so we just had our second annual friends and family pool party. And I got a funny story for you guys. We had to figure out the pool heater. So our pool is 22,000 gallons. It's a pretty big pool. And it's got a monster 250,000 BTU heater on it. And it's propane. So we have a 100-gallon propane tank, or had, or well, we do have now. That's the whole story. So what happened was, last year, Miss Stacey's dad, who is kind of a scrapper, truck driver kind of guy, he had a buddy who got us a 100-gallon propane tank, and it was a whole like ordeal. But anyway, we got the tank and we filled it up, and us being new pool owners, we had absolutely no idea what we were doing. So we went online, did the smart thing, we read, and it was like, okay, they're like, it can take a day or two for the water to get heated up to, you know, get to where you want it to be. So we were like, okay, we got the thing filled up, paid for it, guy took off. I go out there and I fire the thing up and just let it run. And it ran all afternoon and all the next, all that night. And we came out in the morning and we had a 97 degree 22,000 gallon hot tub. And no propane left. None. Zero. We were like, crap. The back of our house is kind of like an L shape around the pool, and then there's a wall on the side, so it's like nice and private. But that whole thing was steaming. We had created our own fog cloud in our backyard. Yeah, so anyway, we had our party and the party was fine. But this year, we went to try and get the propane tank filled again, and the company that we used last time, like this, there was a favor from the guy who gave us the tank, like sent a company that he does lots of business with. They came out and filled it up, but they're relatively far away. So this year we tried calling and calling and calling, and they just kept giving us the runaround. And it was like, all right, well, obviously they don't want to come out because they're too far away, and it's just a, you know, it's a pain in the butt for them to fill a 100-gallon tank. Like, these are guys that do big business. So we were like, all right, let's find a propane company around here. And this has been going on now for like two months, maybe 3 months. So the party is like a week away, and we're like, crap, we need to get this thing filled. So we finally find somebody that'll come out. They come out and look at the tank, and it's like, it's old and it's rusty, and it's, you know, probably was pulled out of some retired factory or something. And I bet you I should have turned right back there. We're gonna go with that. So they come out and they see the tank, and they're like, we're not gonna fill that. It's, you know, we're not sure if it's dangerous or whatever. She's like, okay, fine. So we call up Stacey's dad again. And he calls his buddy, and he's like, okay, I got another tank. We'll bring it down tonight. So they bring it down, we put it in, propane guy comes back, and he's like, this one's the same. I can't, this one was rusted too, but it was a little better than the other one. He's like, this one's rusted too, I can't really deal with it. And this is the Thursday, and the party's on Saturday. And we were like, you've got to be freaking kidding us. So we're like, all right, what do we need to do to get this filled? Like, we don't care about the freaking tank. Like, if you guys want to bring a tank, that's fine. Just bring a freaking tank. We need to have the pool that is now 70 degrees at like 85 degrees by Saturday. And they're like, you know, of course we get the whole runaround. Oh, we've got a guy that's out. Oh, let me call my manager and we'll see if we can work something out. But by the grace of God and a little bit of pressure from Miss Stacey and myself, these guys came out and put in a brand new tank and came on Friday and filled it. Uh-oh, turned on my heated grips. Definitely do not need that. There we go, now they're off. First gear, thank you. I think we need to go this way. Not 100% sure. So they came out, filled it, and the guy comes in, and I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna light it real quick. And I light the pilot, and the pilot light's fine, but I like turn the temperature nozzle to kick it on, and it clicks. It just goes click click, and I'm like, what the is going on? All I need is for this furnace to turn on and run for a couple hours. That's it. So he takes a look at it, I take a look at it. Mind you, the previous year we had $700 worth of work done to this heater. So like it should have been sparkling, ready to go. And it only ran once. So I get on the phone and I call the company that came out before and did $700 worth of work on the phone. And I'm like, is it any way possible that you can get somebody out here today or tomorrow at the latest to take a look at this thing? And she's like, I can't get anybody out there today, but I'll have somebody out there tomorrow as early as possible. And I was like, you are amazing. Tell the tech that I will buy him a beer, because I know, you know, it's super late notice or whatever. So the tech comes out and he starts looking at it, and I'm power washing the fence at this point. And he's in there for a while, so I'm like, okay, cool. I didn't do something stupid. He didn't just go in and like hit a button that I forgot about, and amazingly it works. So he comes out maybe like 40 minutes later, and he's like everything's fine. The problem is there's a pressure switch, whereas if there's no water flowing through the loop, it won't allow the furnace to turn on. Which is smart, because if that happens, if there's no water flowing and the furnace is burning away, it's gonna kill the system. So so he says, we're gonna have to order the part. And I'm like, dude, I was like, I know this probably goes against all your policies, but is there any way you can jerry rig it so that it'll run? You know, like, can we bypass this mug real quick? I'm like, I promise I take all responsibility. If there's a problem, it's my fault. And he's like, let me see what I can do. And he comes back like 10 minutes later, he's like, it's running. And I was like, yes, you were the man. And woo, Saturday we had an 89-degree pool. It was still, we burned quite a bit of propane to get it up there, but man, was it worth it. And then for like the next 4 days, we had a well above 80-degree pool, and everybody had a great time at the party. Wow, I feel like we were just here. That was Crow Shelter, wasn't it? Huh. Did we somehow get back across? Yeah, we did, because I was on that bridge. Huh. So how do you get down the rest of the other side? I'm confused, guys. So we had, anyway, the end of the story is we had enough propane left to heat the thing up one more time, because we didn't put it on and we're lazy and we didn't put the solar cover on. Anyway, that is so pretty. Yeah, I was definitely here before. Let's turn around and look at the GP-izzle. So we heated it up this weekend for me and Miss Stacey and Miss Hannah. And we Friday were chilling in a nice warm pool, and yesterday and now today when I go home, I'm definitely gonna take a dip. Dip-a-dip. But I'm gonna take a look at the GPS and figure how in the world this happened.